StraighTallDay.com.
How to stop leaking energy. These things that I talk about, these are all out from my program called the Power Presence Protocol, and this is specifically designed and aimed towards men. But the women can benefit from this as well. But a lot of this was made with the man in mind because I'm a man, and I've noticed these challenges over the years. My literally 20 years creating content, whether I'm talking to basketball players, business professionals, salespeople, general athletes, entrepreneurs, and just men looking to do better on a personal level. These are the challenges that I've noticed. One of them is the energy leak. What is an energy leak, first of all? Energy leakage is anything you're doing that shows that your energy, literally your capacity to do work, is not fully contained and under your control, so it leaks out of you in ways that are often unconscious. For example, you ever see somebody sitting somewhere and they can't quite sit still, so they keep fidgeting? You probably notice this in a child. You see a 6-year-old sitting somewhere, they can't sit still, but they're only 6 years old. I'm talking about somebody who's 36, 26, 76. They can't sit still, so they're tapping their foot. You see somebody just tapping their foot and they can't stop? Or it's not they can't stop, they don't even notice they're doing it. Or they're sitting in the figure 4 position. That's when the ankle is over top of the knee like a man, and they keep shaking their leg or shaking their foot. Or somebody has an ink pen in their hand and they keep clicking the pen on and off, on and off. Or somebody just tapping the desk like this. All of those are energy leakages. That means that person has some energy in them that they are not containing. So the energy leaks out of them in these small little actions. And again, most of the time a person doesn't even notice that they're doing it. And it might be really, really annoying. If you know the person, you might say, yo, can you stop clicking that pen? It's annoying the shit out of me that you're doing it. But that's an energy leakage. Another form of energy leakage is when a person can't hold their position. I was just talking in the last video about eye contact. One thing about controlling your energy is that, let's say I'm out somewhere and I see a person, that they see me, and we make eye contact. Containment of energy is for me to maintain that eye contact. Just keep looking at you. You're looking at me, I'm looking at you. And again, this is not a stare off. It's not a face fighting. It's not a tough guy competition. I'm just registering that you're looking at me. You're registering that I'm looking at you, and we are acknowledging each other. And if I hold that eye contact, that is containment of energy. I'm not bothered by the fact that we're making eye contact, and I contain my energy and I hold it. Now, if I quickly break eye contact, then I look at another person, and I'm looking all like this. Now, that's a leakage of energy because I'm not containing my energy and holding it in one spot. If I want to, because some of you may be saying, well, Dre, what if you walk in a place and there's a bunch of people in there, and you're trying to get a look at everybody in the room, and everybody's looking at you, and you want to kind of register everybody who's there? Then you will look at everybody in the room the same way that a lion or a wolf would look at everybody in the room. How would they look? They would look with a slow sweeping look where they are taking in everybody in the room, not looking around to see how everybody else is taking them in. There's a difference. There's a difference in energy in how a rabbit or a squirrel or a mouse would look around and see who all is looking at it, as opposed to the way a lion or a tiger or a wolf will look around and see who all do I see. Notice the difference between those two things? A lion is looking to say, who's in here so I can assess what I'm going to do. Whereas a mouse looks around the room and says, who's in here so I can assess who might be a threat. Those are two different ways of looking at things, predator versus prey. And a lion has completely contained energy. It's the reason why one example that I tell people, I'll talk about this in the program, and if you get in the program, the link to the university is down below. You'll see a button on that page for the Power Presence Protocol. If you didn't know what a lion was, you had no idea what a lion is, but you saw a lion, you immediately would put all of your attention on the lion as soon as you saw it. Why? Because the lion has a certain amount of presence and containment of energy that tells you that this is something I need to pay attention to. As soon as you saw it, you would know, without even knowing what it was. And humans can do the exact same thing. As soon as you ever see a person and you immediately know that's somebody. I don't know who, but it's somebody. And you can't stop noticing them, even though you have no idea who they are. And even if they leave and you never see them again, you still remember that person and you remember the impression that person made on you, even though you don't know them. That's a containment energy. When a person's energy is completely contained, they have so much energy inside of them that energy draws your attention. Energy draws attention. Can we agree to that? Energy draws attention. And when your energy is leaking out, meaning instead of having a full battery of energy, like that contained person that you notice, like the lion, your energy is lower because it keeps leaking out of you. And when your energy leaks out of you, guess what you don't draw? Attention. Nobody notices you. You have no aura. You have no pull. You have no magnetism because there's no energy in you. Magnets draw other things to them because they are energized. You take all the energy out of a magnet, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there. It's just an inanimate object doing nothing. And a lot of humans are inanimate objects doing nothing because you have no energy, because your energy keeps leaking, because you don't know how to contain it. One key way, I could talk about this from 100 different angles, so I'm going to give you one here in this video. One key way for all you men to stop leaking energy. You need to stop masturbating. Stop jerking off. Why? Because every time you jerk off, you are leaking energy. You're letting energy out. You're getting no energy back in exchange. I'm not telling you not to ejaculate. You can if you're having sexual intercourse with a female. Why? Because when you have intercourse with a female, you are giving her energy and she is giving energy back. That's an energetic exchange. You're giving something and getting something. You're giving something that she can't get otherwise from her. She can't get it from herself. She has to get it from a man. And you're getting something that you can't get yourself. You got to get it from a woman. That's an energetic exchange. That's okay. Jerking off, you're giving out energy and getting nothing back. Who you getting it from? Your computer screen, your phone screen, your picture. All right, all of those are your imagination. All of those are energy leakages. You're leaking out energy. You're literally leaking out energy. There's real energy inside of your semen. That's life energy. That's literal life energy. Life is created through what's in that ejaculation. And you're leaking energy spiritually, you're leaking energy mentally and emotionally, and you're showing that you're weak. Because of your inability to contain your sexual energy and hold it until you have actual sex with an actual woman, you got to leak it out onto a napkin or onto your hand. Why? Because you can't control yourself. You can't contain yourself long enough to go hold the tension that will lead to you doing the actions that will lead to you having sex with an actual female. And I know it'd be harder to go find a female to have sex with than it would be to jerk off. I know. The fact that it's hard creates tension. That tension, you know what tension is? It's an energy. And you know what energy does? It magnetizes you. When you have that energy, you have more energy. When you have more energy, you can get more things done. Again, energy is mechanically defined as the capacity to do work. The more energy you leak out, the less energy you have, the less things you can get done, the less effective you are, the less attractive you are. You understand how all this stuff connects? So as I said, I have a program coming up called the Power Presence Protocol. You can get in it. Actually, I do a live training usually once a month or about once every 6 weeks. Go to the link in my profile for Work on Your Game University. On that page, you're going to see buttons. One of them is going to say Power Presence Protocol. It's a black button. Click on that button. See when the next one is. Get yourself registered and in. I'm going to live train that, meaning I will personally be teaching that program. And we're going to send you a manual because we have a 300-page manual on the Power Presence Protocol. There's a lot more to it than just leaking energy, but this is a big part of it. Go to that link there, get inside that program, or you can send me a text message with the word power, and I will send you a link for it as well. My text message number is down below in the description too. Work on your game. Dre all day.